This week's weekly ritual is dedicated to the memory and the music of Trevor Strnad of the Black Dahlia murder, who passed away this week. Rockin' power. This video is brought to you by our affiliate partner HiBnB. More about them in a minute. What's up, everybody? It's Keith and you're watching the Weekly Ritual, Ghost Cult's news show, right here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. GhostCultMag.com is a small business. With that out of the way, let's get into it.
In case you missed it, features at Ghost Cult.
We kick this week's features off with a huge exclusive. Chris Jericho of Fozzy and All Elite Wrestling joins Ghost Cult for a wide-ranging chat. We also talked to Craig Locicero and Chris Kontos of the Boneless Ones. Their new album, Back to the Grind, is out today. We also talked to Levi Benton of Miss May I. Catch them on tour right now. Also, catch up on our feature interview with Heriot, the rising UK metal band. Talk to our own Abstract Soul for a piece on our site. Also on the Ghost Cult Magazine podcast, check out our interview with Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats, currently finishing their tour of Europe with Ghost. You also have a few days left to enter our giveaway to win vinyl or CDs from the Seattle band Sleepless. You can also catch me on the Glacially musical podcast, Beer, Metal, Swearing, Vinyl, and more. This week we kick off our new series on King Diamond and Merciful Fate.
And now, the news rundown.
Desert Fest New York is underway this weekend, and Ghost Cult is there, headlined by High on Fire, Baroness, and Corrosion of Conformity. Also this weekend, Oblivion Access is underway in Austin across a bunch of venues and headed by a ton of killer bands. Riot Fest has announced their lineup for the 2022 festival, taking place once again in Douglas Park in Chicago. My Chemical Romance, the original Misfits, and Nine Inch Nails to headline. Stormbringer Fest is coming to Worcester, Massachusetts, everybody, in early June, and will feature a bunch of killer heavy metal bands. Orange Loop Festival is coming to Atlantic City soon, and it's headlined by Stone Temple Pilots, and the festival just announced its running order. There's one more special band to be announced soon. Doomlines Festival is coming to Sheffield, England this July, and it's headlined by none other than Conjurer. Austin City Limits is coming back this fall, and it's headlined by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Tours kicking off this week include the Carousel Tour with Tim Kasher, Anthony Green, and Laura Jane Grace. Symphony X has kicked off their 25th anniversary tour of the U.S. with direct support from Haken and Troop. Thy Art is Murder has kicked off their new headline tour with After the Burial and a bunch of other bands. Carcass has kicked off a new headline tour of the U.S. with Immolation and Creeping Death. If you need some hardcore in your life, Agnostic Front and Sick of It All have kicked off their headline tour. This is the first time either band has toured extensively in over 2 years. Nothing More, on their way to release a new album soon, has kicked off their headline tour with Asking Alexandria and Atreyu. Cradle of Filth, finishing up their current tour opening for Danzig, along with Crowbot, will kick off their own headline tour of the US. That will be the first tour to feature their 2 new members. Doom pop band Soam have kicked off their short headlining tour of the US. Max and Igor Cavalera, the return Beneath a Rise tour, playing the hits of Sepultura from those 2 classic albums, have announced their opening bands, including Warbringer and Healing Magic. Infected Rain has kicked off their new headline tour of the US, along with Gone in April as their direct support. Pop Evil has announced a huge headline tour, along with their upcoming new album. Enter Shikari is returning to the US this fall, and they have added additional dates of the quickly selling out headline tour. Polyphia have announced their first tour of the US in quite a while, and you can catch them really soon. Gwar is kicking off their world tour next week in support of their upcoming new album. Direct support will come from Goatwhore, Necrogoblicon, and others. Journey has been forced to postpone the last 4 dates of their current headline tour due to one member of the band contracting COVID. No word on who the member is. Both Dismember and Bloodbath have been forced to pull out of the upcoming Maryland Death Fest, perhaps the last Maryland Death Fest. Dismember is blaming it on vaccination rules, okay, and Bloodbath is having visa issues. That's a bummer. Behemoth has just announced their brand new album, Opus Contra Natrum, coming out September 16th on Nuclear Blast. They just dropped a killer new single and video for Of My Herculean Exile, and you can catch them on tour for a few more dates with Arch Enemy, Napalm Death, and Unto Others. In a new interview with our friends at HiBnB, Clown from Slipknot is on a mission to demystify cannabis and cannabis consumption. Check out the full interview over at HiBnB, our affiliate partners. And now, a word about them. If you're traveling for festivals or concerts this year as the world reopens, you might want to look into our sponsor, HiBnB. They're awesome. Imagine Airbnb. That's 420 friendly. That's exactly what it is, but not just accommodations, but experiences and cannabis culture and products. HiBnB is different than any other marketplace. All of their listings in the community allow and encourage guests to get high, play high, and stay high. There's something for everyone from the cannabis curious to the cannabis pros, from healers and hippies to headbangers. They've got opportunities to explore and check out. You can also become a host and host your own home for 420 friendly fans and friends. This is an awesome experience. Check out HiBnB, the sponsor of this video, and our new affiliate partner here at Ghost Cult. HiBnB, play high, stay high, and get high. Check them out at the link below. Danzig says he will likely never do another headline tour again, at least not a traditional tour bus type of tour. He's down for one-offs and festivals like his stuff with the Misfits, but this is probably the last time he's ever going to tour on a regular basis. He's busy making movies. Bono and The Edge flew to the Ukraine and performed a special intimate concert in a subway station turned into a bomb shelter for those citizens of the Ukraine who are defending themselves from war against Russia. And I say, haven't these people suffered enough? God damn it. Killer New York City death metal band The Machinist have dropped a brand new single and video from their upcoming new album, All Is Not Well. According to a tweet from Steven Wilson, progressive rock supergroup Storm Corrosion featuring Wilson and Opeth's Michael Ackerfeld is going to get a re-release with deluxe remastering and extra tracks and more coming soon.
I shit you not. Unbelievable stories you can't make up.
A baby was born at a Metallica show in Brazil. This really happened. During the encore of Metallica's recent show in Brazil, a woman gave birth. She was 37 weeks pregnant, and the baby could not wait once it heard the opening riffs to Enter Sandman. Metallica shared this news on their Instagram, regramming the mother's post. Apparently, mother and baby are doing well. This cannot have been the first time a baby has been born in Metallica, but let us know if you ever had a baby at a metal show or almost had a baby at a metal show. Drop a comment below.
And now for a look at New Music Friday. Ara, Triad 2, Himura, Debramure, Morte, Anakin, Climb Out of Hell, Rock Shots Records, Ash of Ashes, Traces, Self-Released, The Big Deal, First Bite, Frontiers SRL, The Boneless Ones, Back to the Grind, Thunder and Lightning Records, Blasphematory, The Lower Catacombs, Nuclear Winter, Cage Fight, self-titled Candlelight Records, Carnivore re-release, Dissonance Recordings, Cartilage, The Deader the Better, Creator Destructor, Cavern Light, As I Cast Ruin Upon the Lens That Reveals My Every Flaw, Translation Loss, Siphonism, Cosmic Voidance, Black Sunset, MDD Records, Demiricus, 3, Chaotic Lethal, Self-Released, Ecstatic Vision, Elusive Mojo, Heavy Psych Sounds, Famine, 2, The Ground Below, Svart Records, Glassbone, Spirals EP, Blood Blast, Graham Bonnet Band, Day Out in Nowhere, Frontiers SRL, Heterochrome, From the Ashes, Self-Released, Haraki, Alterer, Nefarious Industries, Jungle Rock, A Call to Arms, Unique Leader Records, Junkyard Drive, Electric Love, Mighty Music, Catharos, Of Lineages Long Forgotten, Willow Tip Records, Master Boot Record, Personal Computer, Metal Blade Records, Misery Index, Complete Control, Century Media Records, Moontooth, Phototrope, Pure Noise Records, Moonlight Sorcery, Piercing Through the Frozen Eternity EP, Avant-Garde Music, Mutilatred, Determined to Rot, Redefining Darkness, Nekowind, Kanawa Black, Bind Rune Recordings, Opeth, Incada Venena, Extended Edition, Atomic Fire Records, Outshine, The Awakening, Rock Shots Records, Pineapple Thief, Give It Back, K-Scope Records, The Same River, Weight of the World, Electric Talon Records, Skills, Different Worlds, Frontiers SRL, Steak Sauce Mustache, All Juice No Noise, Silent Pendulum Records, Relicae, Gestrution, Metal Wheel Records, Virgin Idol, self-titled, Super Sargasso, Visions of Atlantis, Pirates, Napalm Records, Void Wraith, 2, American Decline, and Worms, Fatalismo, Supernova Records. And now for a look in our mailbag.
This week's mailbag, we got an awesome vinyl to tell you all about. Against Me, The Eternal Cowboy, one of the greatest punk records of the last 25 years. This album was a banger. This was gifted to me. Thank you so much, friend who gave this to me. I appreciate you. You made it to this part of the show, so you know what time it is. It's the end. GhostCodeMan.com is a small business, and we really appreciate the support. As we say every week at this juncture of the show, it's a tough time in the world. So please, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember, throw those horns for Trevor.